Hey everybody, welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason. I've got another little Friday video for you. This one is actually, I'm finally making this video to answer a question. It's got to be one of the questions I've been asked more than anything else. And that question is, how do I make my tow vehicle charge the battery on my trailer? Hello. So I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, so all my trailers already have this, they're already set up this way, but I figure I'll try to show you how I did it without actually doing it. I'll explain to you how to do it and we'll go from there. So for starters, all of my vehicles have a seven pin, what's called an RV connector. And typically they have this nice oval shaped cover. There are 7 flat blades inside of them. Actually, there's 6 flat and 1 round in the center, right? Now, on every cover that I've ever seen, these things have a key to show you what each pin in that connector does. One is for parking lamps, one is for left-hand stop and turn signals, one is for backup lights, one is for right-hand stop and turn, one is for electric brakes, one is for a ground, and one, the one that you need to do this, is usually just marked positive. That is battery 12 volt positive. Or typically, if the engine is running, whatever your vehicle voltage is, around 14 volts or so. All right, so I've got you set up there on my multimeter just to show you. And I'm putting my ground probe on the negative post and the positive probe on the positive post. And you can see I've got about 12.8 volts battery with the engine off. Now with the engine running, same 2 pins in the connector, you can see now I've got about 14.4, almost 14.5 volts. So that is your source to charge. Whatever that post, that positive, battery positive post is outputting for voltage should match the vehicle voltage, and that is what you use to charge the battery on your trailer. I'll show you that half next. All right, so that brings us to the trailer portion of it. Now, again, using 7-pin trailer connector, I think these are commonly referred to as an RV connector. You can see it's just the male version of what's on the truck. So to do this, and a pre-made one like this with the end molded on, it'll have all 7 wires in there, all 7 conductors. If you have to make one yourself, you just need to make sure you have enough wires for all the things you're trying to do. And on mine, I have it wired into a junction box. So in order to make this work, it's really super simple, guys. My wire in the connector from the battery positive from the truck comes into the box. It's connected on a post in here. From that post, I have a wire that runs out. You can see it's right down here. It runs over and runs to the positive terminal on my battery. I hope you can see that. I think you can. Now, important part of this though is I also ran a ground wire from my negative terminal on the battery back over and around. You can see it right here. And the ground wire connects to the ground post in my junction box. The ground post in the junction box is grounded to the frame of the trailer. You can see I've got a ground right on the bolt here that secures the box to the frame. And then it's also grounded back to the trailer connector, into the plug to go to the negative terminal in the trailer plug on the truck. So everything is grounded together through the connector, and my batteries, the positives are connected through that connector. The way that works, a battery just charges to whatever the highest voltage it sees. So in my case, Let's say I run the winch and it draws my battery down to 7.5, 8 volts, 9 volts. When I start the truck, the 14.4 volts from the truck will come through the wire to my battery and will charge the battery. It'll keep going like that for as long as the truck is running, or until that battery is fully charged also, right up to 14.4 volts, and then it'll just remain stable at that point. An important thing to know and to keep in mind on this is, let's say I use the winch and drain this battery way down to 6.5, 7 volts and connect the trailer back to the truck without starting the engine. This battery on the trailer is going to pull energy from the truck batteries until they're all reach equilibrium. So if my trailer battery is at, let's say, 6 volts, my truck batteries are at 12.2, 12.4 volts, the trailer battery is going to draw energy from them until they reach equilibrium at, maybe 10.5, 11 volts or so. If you have a lot of battery capacity on your trailer, it will draw more from the truck. Mine is not a huge amount of capacity because all I run with it is the winch and occasionally my little LED deck lights. And I'm usually not doing super long pulls with the winch. Usually I can get the trailer backed almost right up to the vehicle and just pull it right up on with the winch. So I didn't need a huge battery with a ton of capacity. I just needed to be able to run the winch for one long pull, maybe 2-3 minutes. Really, guys, that's all it is. You're basically just getting the positive terminal on your trailer connected to the positive terminal on your vehicle batteries through the trailer connector and any additional wiring you have to run on your trailer itself. It is very, very important that you have everything grounded together. And what I mean by that is run a ground wire from the trailer battery to the negative terminal on the trailer plug, which grounds to the truck, to the tow vehicle. I've seen all kinds of weird stuff happen when you don't have that ground connected. Lights not working or working intermittently. The grounds on the trailer itself melting and overheating. So that ground is super, super important. You got to make sure you have that for everything to do what it's supposed to do and do it correctly. So I think that's pretty much it. One other thing to be aware of and look out for if you're doing this. If you put a bad battery, say the battery has a shorted cell or a dead cell, or just for whatever reason that battery can no longer reach and sustain a 12 volt charge, that battery will draw your vehicle batteries down for the entire time that they're connected. So, your trailer, let's say your trailer battery has a dead cell in it and can no longer charge up to 12.2, 12.3 volts, and you leave it connected to your tow vehicle overnight, that dead cell, that trailer battery, will just continue to pull energy from your tow vehicle batteries until it drains them completely dead. And then you'll just have you'll have all dead batteries. Your tow vehicle and your trailer will be all dead. And that's also a good thing to be aware of if, maybe you don't know your trailer battery went bad or died or something, and you come out after using it and your tow vehicle batteries are dead. That's a good place to start, is test all your batteries and make sure that they are healthy and can hold and maintain a charge. So I hope this helps you guys. If you have more comments, or if you're still not quite understanding, drop a comment and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. But really quite simple. I've been asked to make this video dozens of times, and I apologize it's taken me so long to do it. But now you have it, and hopefully it'll allow you to get your trailer batteries, whatever size or form they are, hooked up to your tow vehicle, and you'll have those things charged up to peak performance by the time you reach your destination and need them. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.